Good afternoon, everyone. Last night I was thinking about my writing. So I was filling out a form about why I'm writing again now and my history of writing and where I get my inspiration and how I structure my day for writing and things like that. And it got me thinking. As a kid, I remember a friend from school I kept in contact with said as a kid I was always writing. I knew I'd written a story about an elf and couldn't remember necessarily any other story I'd written, and I've been going through some boxes here, downsizing for our move, and I did find some writing I'd done many, many years ago. So that was interesting. But last night I was thinking about my writing influences, because at the moment now I write the witchy, cozy mysteries as well as the children's book. And I realised that as a kid I loved Enid Blyton, not necessarily the Magic Faraway Tree, because I think I read that one. I read that to my kids, but the Noddy series and the Famous Five and the Something Seven. Secret Seven? What? There was another Enid Blyton series. And then I was thinking about, there was Trixie Belden. I loved those ones. They were more like they were actually, so were the others, like mysteries. And Nancy Drew was another one. Then I was thinking I graduated to things like Agatha Christie and Hercule Poirot and Miss Marple. The shows annoy me when I try and watch them on TV, and I don't think I could read those books now. Then I was thinking with my kids, I read Del Toro Quest. I mean, I read lots and lots and lots of books over the years with myself and then with my kids. And Harry Potter and Series of Unfortunate Events are some of them. So I was thinking about that. So my writing now is about a family of 4 children. And I'm weaving, I say magical beings, so elves and things, maybe a dragon, into my stories, into some of the stories, not all of them. I've got some aimed at the younger age group and some aimed at an older age group. Then in my witchy mystery books, I have the magic as well. And the mystery, I was just not the blood and gore and murder type mystery, but just mystery, like what's going on here, why, and the good versus the evil thing, and why are people behaving that way, and why are they doing what they're doing. Now, I don't know why necessarily that I've started writing now, but I know that I enjoy it, and I know that other people who read my books and my stories enjoy reading them. I have 2 books coming out this month. I mean, the It's Not Fair children's book quietly released in February before we left. I haven't done a whole lot of fanfare about that one yet, because it's going to be one of a series of 4. And when all 4 are written, I'll do some huge promotion of those. But this month, by the end of this month, I'll have my second one in the Witch Wisdom series, the second one after Crone Wisdom, my Ancient Wisdom, ready. Now, I didn't know when I wrote Crone Wisdom I was going to have a series. But the main characters, there are 2 main characters, Luna and Stella. And Stella's life lent itself to more stories about her and more exploration of the mysteries of time travel between the 2 places, between ancient medieval Scotland and modern day Australia. And that whole exploration of that good versus evil. Plus there's some other themes like, will she find her children? Will Luna find her children? What's going on with that? Where's the linkages between that Maleficent 7 coven that has been mentioned in the books? So it seemed to make sense to write some more about Stella and then Luna. And I'm already thinking about what the next book in that series will be. And then I was reading some paranormal cozy mysteries. So I think, I don't know, like Father Brown, Agatha Christie, not blood and gore stories, and mine don't have murders, mine have mysteries. So weird things happening and the main character's got to solve it. So the main character is Beth, and she lives in a little country town in New South Wales. The first book, which will release in April sometime, is called Autumn Leaves Are Falling, and it's around the town's annual festival and what happens. And I'm already working on that sequel. Again, don't know why, just the ideas come into my head and I write them. I suspect I'm going to have to get a little bit more organised and plan out what I'm trying to tell, what I'm trying to say in the books. And I'm looking in front of me, I've got a whole lot of symbols of the moon and pentacles and different things. And I suspect that maybe both series, unless one of them, will have more witchy correspondences in throughout it. And I'm looking at my other fold, my other wall, which has gratitudes and daily affirmations, and I suspect that they'll come in some of the other books as well. So since we came back from the UK, there's been less writing and more packing up because we're downsizing and moving, and the working bees as we get all the renovations and things happening. So last night I thought of an added part for the book I'm writing. So this morning and today I've been writing some more of that story. And I'm going to continue to write that after we do this video now. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the influences, why I write, and the influences. So the authors I've mentioned. Now, why now? Why last year did I decide to write some books? Well, I think you might have seen my previous videos. My grandma, that first book, was written in honour of my friend Shez and her early onset dementia and the fact that her family weren't necessarily visiting because she couldn't remember them. So that book was to honour her. The other children's books, the series of 4, at least, of a family of 4, is exploring, the inspiration is exploring some challenges that families face, whether it's separation and divorce, new kids in the class, new school, a whole range of topics that I haven't actually explored in detail yet. So these books will explore that. And aimed at different age groups. So there's 4 children and they're all different age groups. And so the books will be aimed at different age groups as well. The older ones will include that magic. There's already an elf, and like I said, there might be a dragon. Don't know yet. Still working on them. But the inspiration is definitely my kids, but kids of all ages and families of all ages who experience challenges. The witchy ones, the inspiration started off being, I think, as I would have told you before, a way of getting some messages across, and it's just turned into exploration of what if there was magic, what if we were magic, what if we could influence things, what if that battle between good and evil that we see on TV and reading books is real. It's fun exploring it. I didn't know I could write so many words. The editing's not much fun, but it's all a learning curve. I think that's all I wanted to talk about today. But I was thinking about it last night, why I write and why I do what I do. Now, we're downsizing, which means there'll be less garden work and probably more time to work on my writing, but who knows, because there'll probably be lots of other things happening as well. But I will keep you guys in the loop as to what we're doing, and this channel will evolve as I bring more elements into it. So stay tuned for that as well. In the meantime, take care, everyone. Bye.